What up, my people? Good afternoon. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. Did y'all miss me or did y'all miss me? Yeah, it's the 13th February, Friday the 13th. Damn it, I hope everybody be moving around out there, man. I hope everybody's good out here, man. Please, let's watch ourselves. Let's be cool out there while we moving around. Uh, let's thank the big fella upstairs for even waking us up this morning to allow us to even move around to get to where we going. Because there's definitely some people who didn't wake up today, so let's thank him for that. Safe travels to everybody who's out here moving around, going wherever it is that you're going. Please get there as safe as you can. I mean, um, if you're coming in, smash the like button on your way in, on your way out. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. I'm at 856 now, but the goal is 900. So let's get it to 900. Uh, I will be live, like I said, we'll be back on StreamYard. So you know me, I'm about to get down and dirty with these boxing topics. But please like, share, and subscribe and get them up. Let's get it up to 900. Donate to the channel is always appreciated. We got new things that we're trying to do and work on, not just merch, microphones, all type of stuff. So let's get it up there. Let's donate. Let's support each other. Let's put each other's channels out. Let's tell other people about each other, and not only ourselves, so we can support everybody. There's no fight week this week, but we do have one coming up. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. We're gonna get into that and a lot of other stuff. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Angie, my girl, what's up? Nah, I ain't doing those right now until I don't know. I guess whenever I go back to the morning chop ups. Right now, yeah, I can't really do the morning choppers right now. Um, Gotta focus getting back on to this boxing. You know what I mean? So I got my I got one of my guests that'll be coming in, Coastal Boxing. He'll be coming in to help me do this chop up or this boxing talk, I should say, about Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. So I'm gonna give him a minute to get what he needs to get done, and then we're gonna chop it up. Shout outs to all my amateurs tonight who are going out to Church Street Boxing Gym. Ringmasters Road to the Garden continues tonight. So tonight in Manhattan, tomorrow they will be in Long Island. Shout outs to all of y'all, to the winners and the losers. What's going on? What's popping? What's popping? Vay, my Alabama / Cali sister, what up? What's going on? Shouts to all the amateurs all over the world. New York, Ohio, California, Chicago, all the amateurs, not just the males, the females from 5 years old to 21. Shout outs to all y'all. Everybody that's competing in tournaments and club shows and people who are getting ready to go out for their first fight. People who going to fight for their first belt. Shout outs to all y'all. If anybody out there knows some amateurs and they looking for a platform to come to express themselves, you make sure you send them over to the No Duck Zone podcast, because this is not just the home of real conversations. It is the home also too of amateur boxing. I mean boxing, but mostly amateurs. If we can get them through here, coaches and fighters. So that's stuff that we're working on. But without further ado, let me bring in my guest, Coastal Boxing Club. It's my guy. Let's get him in here. Let's get this boxing talk going. Coast. My man Coast in the building. What up, Coast?
What's going on, man? What's going on? We about to cook. You telling
Yo,
you
man.
telling all the good people what we about to.
Oh yeah, you know they already know. That's why I always put the. You know the crazy thing about it, yo. I don't like when people come in and ask what the fuck we talking about, and I'm like, do y'all look at the thumbnail before y'all come in? That's the reason why the thumbnail is there. I don't mean to be rude, but common sense ain't too common in these YouTube streets.
Oh, no, it's not about you. YouTube streets is just nowadays, man.
Well, yeah, but you know what's going on, Jeff Spark? Yo, this year you got to come to the cookout too. Yo, I ain't trying to hear that shit with you, Coast. I noticed that. I'm not hearing that shit this year. You got to August 15th, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit this year. Nah,
I bring Shorty with me this time.
I prefer you bring Shorty. Yes, bring Shorty with you. Bring Shorty with you. That would be that. I'll send you the invite. That would be very nice to see you and beloved there. Even if she's not there, I would love to still see you pop up there. Um, Yeah, so I don't know. They do that, and I go, didn't y'all see the thumbnail? No. Okay, let's look at the thumbnail before we just be quick to run the channels. Y'all see boxing faces and be like, oh, this is the perfect place. And it's like, okay, but you don't know what we talking about, right? So look at it before you get all hype. Like, what do you think about Tank Davis? Motherfucker, we ain't talking about Tank Davis. What do you think about freaking Shakur? We're not talking about Shakur.
What do you think about Keith Thurman?
We already talked about him last week.
Damn.
I'm not talking about Keith again
Wait,
until March.
what do you think about Tio? We were talking about him last week too.
Who?
Tio.
Yeah, I'm done with talking about T.O. I'm done. I'm done with that. Like people just don't know what to do. They just be want to drag conversations. Like I'm like, get off that already. Like Jesus Christ, the man lost already. You know what I mean? So let him go enjoy his life, doing whatever he's doing. He made him some good money. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But we have another fight here that we didn't see coming, and I didn't know how to feel about it. But then I said it made all the sense. Uh, there's always one idiot. You know, you always got one idiot. It's not doing what I wanted to do. Why is that?
I could probably do it for you.
No, I got it. No, see, it always do what I don't want it to do. Jeff,
I
unhide
got it.
Jeff.
I did it. I did it. I did it.
Yeah, I gotta unhide my man's. I didn't mean to do that.
I'll hide. I got you.
Jeff. When I do it, see, this dumbass phone I got is a piece of shit.
Here we good.
Okay. Why it says Jeff was okay? He was unhidden. Jeff, my bad. Come back in, Jeff. Yeah, that's because we got one guy. He's a freaking. You know, they tried to be funny by asking me a stupid ass question. Um,
Yo, look.
Tommy.
You have to really think about
Yeah. Oh
it.
yeah. So Mario
We got two.
Barrios and Ryan Garcia. I said, okay, I could deal with. I said this. I like this. Um, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm not actually mad at the fight. I like the fight, honestly. Who I think might fight? Who the hell gives a fuck? Um, it should be a great matchup, honestly, because you have Ryan Garcia, who's coming off of Rolly Romero, and not only that, I feel like he's taking an because he don't have his same trainer that he's going into the with, you know.
Yeah. Um, it's kind of personal because of the trainer situation, and we see stuff like that, and it gets personal. Um, I believe we seen this in the Michaela Meyer and Randy Sandy, whatever her name is. We seen that.
So yeah, Sandy Ryan and Michaela Mayer.
Sandy, excuse me. We seen the same thing with the coaches being switched. I mean, we seen it before, but this, it got
Might
personal.
might be one of those events. Shit might get crazy again. Like remember what happened with Michaela? Paint got they said someone from somewhat anything about what team, but someone threw paint on Sandy Ryan. Everyone thought it
Yeah,
was someone from team like Michaela, and it was like, damn, it
yeah.
just was a whole shit
So
show after that.
it turns into almost like wrestling, where it's like this whole storyline. And it's like, wait a minute, this is boxing, but feelings get involved. I could tell from the first press conference, Ryan Garcia was feeling some kind of way,
He made it be
and
known
that's
he was
why he
feeling some
was
type of
he
way.
was so. You see how Mario Barrios was so chill, but it seemed like your man Ryan was just on a. He was all over the place. I'm like, Ryan, chill, chill. Are you all right today, baby boy? Like, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You had a pill or something? Like, what's up with you? Um, I like it, right? And the dangerous thing about having the most dangerous thing, right, is when you look across the ring and look at a guy that you used to have training you, and you're thinking to yourself, right? I know he's telling them everything of my weakness and what to look out for. Now I'm looking at this guy weakness, right? But this is a coach that used to be in my corner that's telling him everything that he might need to know about me. Now that can work for him, or that can work against him, because a lot of these coaches, excuse me, a lot of these fighters, for a fact, and you've seen it, coach. Some reason when shit don't go right, by the time we look up, these coaches are gone, and
Yeah.
some of them are not even leaving on their own. Their asses is being fired,
Hmm.
and I think more coaches are being fired now than ever.
Agreed.
Um, and I know this is not about the coaches, but I felt like this plays some kind of role in how Ryan Garcia is going to continue to act. Um, what do you think about it?
Um, I think Ryan Garcia is doing what Ryan Garcia has to do. Ryan Garcia has 4 weeks to promote a fight. Um, what do you do in 4 weeks? Promote the shit out of a fight. How do you promote it? Shit out of a fight? Go turn a fool like you did the last fight. Don't go all crazy, with all that extra shit, but sell the fight. I mean, he had 4 weeks. I feel like they try to jab Garcia, catch him by surprise. He already is happening prior to, so here we go. We have this fights coming up in a couple weeks, and it's like let's just say let them best. I think they underestimated Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia gets. I Morris is I won't say overrated fighter because he had a world title. You can't be a over held a world title. So fighter, and I feel like Ryan Garcia is slightly over a mid level fighter.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, too. Like people one of the four kings at one time.
yeah, he did. I don't want to say I didn't really see anything special on him, but I didn't really see anything special. It's not like he was Mr. Untouchable.
Right.
Luke Campbell exposed him,
Mm-hmm.
even though he came back and he won that, and that's why he was so emotional, because he knows that he could have easily lost that. But the problem is Luke Campbell gassed out. Anybody goes back to that
You're
Luke
right.
Campbell. Anybody goes back to that Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia, he gassed out because Luke Campbell
Mm-hmm.
probably would have gave him his first L then.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the Tank situation happened, which I knew that was gonna go left for him anyway. I knew he couldn't fuck with Tank. I knew that already. There was no doubt in my mind that I didn't think Tank would do it so fast the way he did it, but there was no doubt in my mind that Tank was gonna scrape him up. And then the Devin shit happened, and he knew damn well he had no chance of winning that. He knew Devin was the better boxer, the better counterpuncher, whatever you want to call him. So he goes and buffs himself up to 180 fucking pounds. I'm standing in Gleason. This guy walks into the gym. He looks like a short version of the immortal Hulk Hogan. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, me, does Ryan look like he? I said, nah, he looks kind of diesel to be a 47 pounder. I mean, you can look diesel at 47, but it ain't no way in hell you walking around that big at 47. No way. No way. Excuse me, that wasn't even at 47. That was at 40, right? Was that 40?
Probably was at 40.
That was at 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're walking around looking like you are 154, 160 pounds, but you're really like 180. That shit's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know if you were there that week when he came into Gleason's. I don't know if you were there that week, but you
I
pretty
wasn't
much
at I wasn't at Gleason, but I was definitely in New York City.
you were definitely in New York City. So we're
I was
standing
there.
right
I was
there.
I was remember I was there for the press thing. I remember when
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was I remember
Yeah,
when he was talking to Barack and Ak, and I was like,
yeah.
I almost kind of like
Yeah.
sized him up, and I'm like, yo, damn, this dude's big, and I was
Listen,
almost like, this dude's gonna come in overweight. Like I can't see like this dude's bulking up.
when he got in to do his media workout and he took his shirt off, I was like, but I'm still not thinking nothing of it, and I'm just like, I
No,
can't
no,
wait.
I actually recorded myself. I actually recorded myself. Well, when he came out, watching it live, I'm like, when he came out live, I'm like, oh nah, this is not gonna be good. I'm like, this ain't gonna be good. I'm like, yo, he was looking, but he was like, he he's definitely not no 140.
No, no,
I'm
no, no,
like, he
no.
came in overweight. I'm like,
But you know what though? These fighters, and not all of them, but some of them think that they're. You could try to fool the fans, but the fans ain't fooled. For the real people or people like us, who we know, we've been around long enough to know when something's wrong. But at the same time, I'm not thinking of it. So now, fight night when him and Devin fights, I'm like, no, ain't no way in fucking hell that this is happening. Ain't no way in hell he's a better boxer than Devin. No way. And
mm-mm.
by all means, you're gonna pick Devin because Devin's
Listen,
black. Bullshit. I did not pick Devin
listen.
because Devin's black.
You know,
Because
you
one
know,
thing I
you know
don't
what's
do.
crazy?
Hold on,
I bet.
1 minute, coach. Hold on, 1 minute,
Go ahead.
coach. Hold on, 1 minute. One thing I don't do is pick a fighter because he looks like me. That's what y'all suckers do. See, you suckers will pick a fighter because y'all the same nationality. I pick who I think is the better boxer, you dummies. That's what separates me from y'all. I'm gonna, and don't get me wrong, go for your, if you want to go for a fighter because he's the same nationality, but if that's the only reason, that's crazy work. Because I'm not going for a fighter because he's black. Bullshit. I'm going for who I
Mm-hmm.
think is better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guess what? We got Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. Now, you got two, would you, it's safe to say, American Mexicans. He said, always bet on. I don't know. I bet on boxing. I don't always bet on my. I don't always go for my color. I'm gonna go for whoever I think is a better boxer. That's what I do. I
Because
don't give
look,
a
if you
shit.
go on
I don't give.
color, you
Hey,
look.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what everybody else do. But no, Doug Zone is a boxing fan. I don't give a shit about
Hey,
color. Whoever I think is the better boxer is who I'm going for. Because I'm not finna get caught up in this. I'm not gonna get caught up in this. You got to just go for black. Nah, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm going for whoever I think is a better fighter. Now you
look.
asked me about Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios, two American Mexicans. Who do I think? That one, I don't know. That one, I like to lean towards Barrios because I don't care nothing really about Ryan. But that doesn't mean Ryan's going to win. Or that doesn't mean Barrios is going to win. Because I could easily sit here and say, hey, man, I want Barrios to go in there and win. And who knows what Ryan Garcia might have up his sleeve. You just never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can sit here all I want and say, I hope he lose. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Diaz. I could go in there and say, I hope Ryan lose, and Ryan goes in there and does something we don't see him do. Because now their records is up on the line. They both got two apiece. Do you think on the 21st coast that somebody's trying to go in there and get a third loss? You know where that puts them, where that sits them at? They ain't trying to get that third loss. They got two losses apiece. One thing that both of them got in common is that they both lost to the same guy. One just got his ass whipped more than the other. I believe Ryan was stopped by Tank in the second round, and Barrios, what was it, the 7th, 8th, 9th round? What was it, maybe 11th? Whatever that was, when they waved it off? That's what they got in common. That's what they got in common. But other than that, who's ever mentally prepared is the one who's going to walk away victorious. But we know for a fact neither one of them are trying to get that third loss. When you have two losses on your record, it already makes you feel some kind of way. To get a third loss puts you in the back of the fucking line. They're not trying to, I mean, what do you think about that?
My bad. I was putting something in the chat about predictions.
So yeah, what do you think about that part?
And look, we got two good fighters fighting. I mean, I don't really care who wins, bro. Honestly, like like damn.
All right. I mean, when you look at it, right? So you have these two.
Uh-huh.
Because 147 is safe now, being that Boots is not there no more. Mine, what's up, family? What's going on? He's not there no more. Thank God. So that makes 47 safe. Thank God Boots is not there, right? So now let's go down 47 for a second. So not only you have Barrios and Ryan, but of course you have Devin, who's the biggest
Mm-hmm.
threat. You still have to count Brian Norman Jr. You can't count him out. He's still a threat. You still have Stanley Onis.
What
You
Virgil
know,
Ortiz I think is in that weight division. Or Virgil Ortiz at 54th now.
no. He's at 54. You still have Stanley Onis, even though we haven't seen him since the Boost loss. But we don't until we know what he's doing. He's still at 47. You have Rolly Romero. We don't know what Rolly's
Yeah.
doing. So when you look at it, and there's probably a couple of other people I might be missing. I'm just naming the ones
Yeah.
that's in my
And there's
mind.
Zayas.
50.
I mean,
No, he's 54 then.
no, but didn't he say he's going back down to 47? Didn't he get? No, it wasn't him who got stripped.
Nah, he's not going back to 47. He's not going back to that. He's definitely not going back to that. Let me tell you something. Guys got to play it safe, and I understand that you have to go where you're comfortable at. But sometimes going back down to the weight that you were at doesn't make you safe. Because, you got guys coming from 40 that can come up to 47 that could crack. So you got to be careful with that. I'm like Mario Barrios. You like Mario Barrios? I'm sure Joe Guzman is going to try to show him all the tricks of the trade. The question is, will it work? Will it work?
I
One
want.
thing we do, hey, one thing we do know for sure, right? If you hurt Mario Barrios to the body, it's over.
But that's like what. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
you can say
yes.
that same.
You can say the same. I was just about to say, if you can say
So
the
like,
same for
so
him.
go so body to body shots, bro.
I
Like
just
who?
think that you know what? Honestly, now that I'm playing it in my head, I think that Ryan Garcia body shots is just gonna affect Barrios. He's gonna get to the body a little quicker than what Barrios could get to him.
I wonder if Garcia is gonna try to go and work the way up top. To get
Mike, what
work
up?
up top for the knockout. Yeah,
Like I said, there's gonna be what Joe Guzman has probably been doing since he's been in the gym is walked in the gym and opened up a whole map with Ryan Garcia's body on it, showing him all the weaknesses. What what will affect him and what won't affect him. Now Ryan still has that hook that he talks about, right? That hook. Duck hit someone else by accident. Yeah, Jeff Spark, but he good though. Jeff is back in. You know what it is? Because I keep doing it from this phone instead of doing it from this one. I keep forgetting I'm touching this one when I should be touching this one. Oh well, yeah, the other. Well, yeah,
oh man,
I had to hide the other person.
Crocker.
I had to hide the other person because they came in here talking stupid shit. These trolls don't know this ain't the channel. If you think this is a troll channel, I'm gonna get you up out of here. So they don't know, but they will find out the hard way playing with me. I like it, troll. Come on, because I got nothing else better to do today. Um.
Yeah, the other
So
champ at 147 is Lewis Crocker for the IBF
okay,
title.
yeah. So you got him. So when you look at the landscape after all this is over, no matter who wins next Saturday, what position does that put them in? Because now we got Devin Haney standing right there, and people would love to see Devin and Ryan go at it again. The first build-up was crazy. We didn't like the outcome. If you take the cheating part out, then you could say, man, shit, that was a classic. So,
You know what?
yeah,
The winner of this fight should fight Conor Ben.
I don't know. Conor Ben don't. I don't even know if he's even. I don't even know where Conor Ben fighting at because he's always moving. He's always moving. He's always moving. We don't. I don't know about that dude. I really don't know. I mean, if he can stay at 47, fine. I don't know. The dude's always moving. Haney might try to knock mine. You know what? For what you did to me, I would definitely knock your head completely off. Because
Mhm.
this is what I don't like. A fighter breaks bread with you because mind you, he's way more financial than Ryan Garcia. So Devin's good. Deontay Wilder was he was straight. He gave Tyson Fury a shot. I'm giving you a shot. Your opportunity. You're not giving me shit. And when you give these dudes opportunities, that's how they thank you. By having loaded gloves and loaded a loaded system. That's how they thank you. It's
Mhm.
crazy to me because if you ask me, they should pack these dudes up and get them the fuck up out of boxing.
I don't
But I'm not.
understand how get caught or like get like so many times I hear fighters testing positive for banned substance and get suspended and be able to come back. I feel like you as a fighter, you should be knowing what you're putting into your system.
Um, let me tell you something. I always say that.
So
I always say that. You know what? Cheating is something that kind of been. He's a. Yeah, he is. He is. I don't really too much care about him. But if they want to entertain him at 47, there's a few. And Conor can fight now. Conor might not be everybody's favorite fighter, but I ain't gonna lie, the boy could throw down. But I think there's a few people at 47 that could piece him up, though. There's a few people that could piece him up. But when you look at the 47 landscape after next Saturday, what position does that put either one of them in? I'm asking because I really don't know. Does one of them get a shot at Devin? Do they become the mandatory? Like,
I
I
mean,
want to know.
we have to really think because like regarding back to Devin, everyone's calling out Devin right now. Everyone in the month is calling out Devin.
Everybody's, you
I
know what it
guess.
is? They calling out a paycheck because that's what they
Hmm.
calling. They're calling for a paycheck, and I say that respectfully because just like Floyd, Wilder, Tank, and a lot of other people I might add on, they couldn't beat them. Wilder didn't get beaten; he got cheated. There's a difference. Now, these other fights that he came back and lost, he lost those fair and square because he wasn't the same Wilder because of what happened to him in the Fury fight. 3 times he fought
Hmm.
that man. He wasn't beaten in those fights. He was cheated. But I'll say that for another time because people be like, you still mad at him about that? Get over it. No, I'm making a point.
Nah, hell yeah,
I'm
for
making a
real.
point. I'm making a point that it's 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 crazy, right? Because like I said, these guys got 2 pieces of law. Nobody's trying to get that third loss next week. Because the third loss, what position did that put you in? That puts you in the back of the line. It puts you in the, and once you get in the back of the line, it's going to be hard for you to get back to the front of the line. Because now they put you in a fight with somebody, and then everybody's on here talking about who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy? Ryan Garcia loses next week. We probably won't see Ryan for the rest of this year. It'll be another year
You know
before we
why?
see him
You
again.
know why we won't see Ryan Garcia for a while? Just put it this way: Ryan Garcia is not in the top 10 in the 147-pound division right now.
Damn.
So let's put it this way:
Damn.
Ryan Garcia is basically
Damn.
getting this fight because of his name. Right now,
Yeah.
ranked as number one, we have Devin Haney. Ranked at number two, we have Brian Norman Jr. At three, Mario Barrios. Four, Pacquiao. Five, Liam Paro.
Oh my
Um,
God, Pac.
Six, Shakaram. Seven, Rowley. Eight, Somini. Nine, Lewis Crocker. 10, Stanionis. So it's like it's kind of
Stanley,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna say this while I'm on here. I need for the next fight at 47 to happen. I need Brian Norman Jr. and Stanley Onis. I'm gonna call it out.
Oops.
Thank you, all, Coast. Thank you, because I seen that. I seen that. Somebody come into my oh man weirdos. Um, yeah. So I need that. Did you hear that though? I need Stanley Onis and Brian Norman. 47. Next, Turkey, make it happen. I think that's great at 47. Of Stanionis versus Brian Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Both one loss apiece. If nobody brought it up, I'm bringing it up. I want to see Stanionis and Brian Norman. Let's make it happen this year. Forget next year. Stanionis damn sure had enough time off. He
Yeah,
had
that
enough
should
time.
happen this year. We need
Yeah,
that
make
this
it
year's
happen
fight.
this year. Y'all talk
Maybe that
about
should
y'all
happen
want to
in
see.
summer.
Y'all talk about y'all want to see the best fights. The only thing you be want to see is your fighter stay undefeated. That's what the hell y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the best fights. Y'all want to see your fighter be put in the best position to keep his O, or for him to not get another loss. Nah, baby, this is boxing. This is boxing. I'm calling for Stanionis and Brian Norman. Somebody share this out. Share it out to Stanionis if you can. Share it out to Brian Norman. Shout it out to Ring Magazine, Jill Diamond, whoever. Send it out to whoever.
We
That's
better
what
make
I'm
this
calling
shit
for.
cook.
Stanionis, Brian Norman. But back to this. So 47 is wide open, but the biggest threat I see is Devin Haney. Um, I'm trying to think. Is there somebody else on that card? There's no. There's only that's the only fight that's at 47 on that card. Um, yeah, that's the only one. Everybody else is like 40. It's like three fights at 40 at that card. Yeah, cool. We ain't got to go there. But I'm like you. I'm not. I'm not really picking who I think will win. I did feel like there's going to be some things that Ryan Garcia can do that might shock Barrios. But Barrios also is trying. He's going to try to do something that's going to probably try to catch Ryan off guard. But like I said, Ryan already has the mentality of this guy Guzman is showing you some things about me. So now Ryan has to change up what he does to throw Guzman off. Because other than that, Guzman is going to think anything he comes in there with, I showed him. I showed him. So now you got to mess his head up and come in there different. Now he's back with his father, Henry, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I believe he's back with his father.
He's back with his father. So, um, do you think he should have joined Eddie Reynoso? You think he should have had Eddie Reynoso on his side?
I
Or
think
did
that's a
would that
whole nother. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's a whole nother story for another day because we don't really know the issue with that. Really, we don't know if Eddie Reynoso doesn't want to train him. We don't know.
Yeah, you know why? Because a lot of fighters, and it was mentioned on that show that Max Kellerman and Malik Scott and all of them be on, and Mike Harbinger, they all were talking about how, and Robbie Garcia was on there saying that, sometimes fighters can't be trained, they don't listen. And there's certain trainers that you're not going to do what you want to do with them. You can't get with a Robbie Garcia and think you're going to do what you want to do. Um, there's
And
just
that's an
Ronnie Shields. It's just certain legendary trainers that you can't get in there and just think that, you know what I mean? That you're going to do whatever you want. And I had this conversation the other day at the gym. I was in Gleason's. Shout out to Coach Blimp. Shout out to Coach Cat. Uh, Heather Hardy. Shout out to my girl Heather Hardy. That girl crazy. That's my girl though. We always talking about how these fighters do that all the time. They want to be the coaches and the fighters, and that's not going to work. In the real world, that'll just get your ass tossed out the gym because these guys are taking the time to be away from their families. They gotta argue with people that they're in relationships with because they spend more time with boxing than they do with them, and a lot of people don't understand that. So yeah, but anyway, you know what? I'm a little more hype about it the closer we get to it, Coast, because now I'm like, because when it first was announced, I was like, okay, is this fight gonna happen or is this just bullshit? Is it just
right.
talk? Because nowadays you have to question that. You have to question that nowadays because something will be put up, but it just as quick it was put up, it was taken down. Oh, they that was just talks. Well, if it's just talks, it shouldn't be post. I just talked about earlier today Earl Spence versus Tim Tszyu. Now they saying that it hasn't been official, but I'm like, if something's not official, then it shouldn't be post. Josh Sanders, what's up? Because it said June 6th, Australia. If it's not real, then I'm gonna need y'all to stop posting shit. Y'all be posting shit looking to get a reaction.
Yeah.
Now I talked about it today because I talked about it, I think, last year, because I thought, okay, this is something that we might actually see. So it was something that I wanted to bring up because you know me, Coast. I like I like um having a different mindset on things because, like I said, when we stick to talking the same conversations about the same shit,
Right.
it gets a little annoying to me. But yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of y'all to stop posting shit, not knowing if it's not gonna happen. because if it don't happen, then it's like it's kind of like it's kind of disappointing. But yes, Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia, February 21st, next Saturday. And then, of course, that next day we got Alicia, excuse me, Alicia, she's on my mind. Sorry. We got Carissa Shields and Franchon
Yeah,
Cruz. I only said
you want her to
Alicia.
fight them. You want them both to fight so bad, don't
No, I
you?
don't want them to fight. I don't want them to fight. I think it's stupid. I don't. I definitely do not want them to fight. I think that's a dumbass idea. It's suicidal. It's almost like Mikey Garcia going from 35 to 47 fighting Earl Spence. I thought that was suicidal.
Yo,
For real.
yo, oh my
Listen,
god.
when Mikey Garcia went from 35 to 47 to fight Earl Spence, I thought that shit was suicidal. And we see how that movie turned out. Hell no. I don't want to see no
Oh
Alicia
man.
Bardana against no. Let me tell you something. All you dudes that say y'all want to see that shit is dudes that's weirdos because y'all gonna be sitting around. All right, see, I ain't gonna
It's
even
like
say
a
what y'all gonna be.
yo, Clarissa Shields basically goddamn a mother heavyweight.
He said the fight ends in a draw. Ryan or Barrios showed me they can win. I didn't see how. He said I didn't see how.
Man, listen,
Y'all said,
I didn't see how he was gonna win against Pacquiao neither.
you know what?
I
Yo, I wouldn't be too surprised if both of their hands just got raised next week. This fight is declared a draw. What?
you know what? Everybody, let's go in the chat. We're gonna go for the draw. Everybody, go bet on the draw. Go bet
Hey,
that money,
depends.
y'all.
Listen, depends on how the first fight go. Shit, I might not be interested in seeing the second one. Because he told Barrios this is not going to end normal, right? He said, "I see this ending with a lot of cuts and blood." At the face off, I said, "Oh, that's how it's going to end." So he's promising us a war. It's going to be blood. Okay, I want to see it. It's going to be a draw. Y'all heard me say it first. Hey, I got to see you merch if that happens, Josh. Because anything can happen. Nobody saw a draw happening with Tank and freaking this guy.
Bullshit.
I I didn't see
Bullshit.
no
I
draw,
got
man.
receipts. I got receipts.
I didn't see no draw.
Bullshit.
I thought the other man won, but hey, I understand they wanted to run it back. You know who I'm talking about now. You looking at me like that. That shit wasn't no draw, man. It cost money. Of course. Of course. But somebody didn't want the second one. So you see how boxing is strange, man. Boxing is
You know,
strange.
listen. I was saying the same shit with
Go ahead, keep
Crawford and
talking. I'm gonna
Canelo.
grab my I'm gonna grab my water. Keep talking, Coach. I hear you. I hear
I
you. Go
was
ahead.
saying the same shit about Crawford and Canelo. Like, yo, they're gonna try to make this shit a money fight. They're gonna have Bud Crawford win this shit. Bud's gonna beat Canelo. Then Canelo's gonna want a rematch. They're gonna end up getting a rematch. That shit might be a draw, or Canelo would have took it or some shit.
Hey,
Nah,
check it out though. Check
Bud's
it
like,
out
nah,
though.
I'm good. I got
Check it out
paid.
though. Check it
I,
out though. Check it out though, Coach. It ended up being like that anyway because he wanted that rematch and Crawford like, nah, buddy, I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
Done.
I would too. I would too, bro. I'm 40.
Yo,
Like,
you know why it
nah,
wouldn't
I'm
have been a good?
good.
And I might be wrong for saying this. And once again, I'm not saying it because Crawford's black. I could see Crawford stopping him in a rematch. He damn near did it the first time.
Couldn't I couldn't hear you. Can you say that again?
He damn near stopped him the first time. He could have, if he really would have pushed down, come on, man, he would have stopped him.
Wait, hold on. What would have happened in the rematch?
He'd have stopped him. He'd
Ooh,
have stopped.
I believe it
Like,
too. I
oh, of course you're
believe
gonna, of
it.
course, hold on. Of course you're gonna say that because you're black. And Canelo's Mexican. Man, let me tell you something. If it was
Hey,
the
listen,
other
I'm
way
half and
around,
half too, though. So look, I'm half and half. So you coming from a Puerto Rican and Jamaican right here, man. So
I'm just saying though, man.
and then
But that's another.
listen. Wait. And you, it's coming from a Canelo fan. So I can see it
But that's
happening,
another
man.
story,
Like
right?
there's levels, there's levels. That's
See,
a
what we
story for
do,
another day.
what we do over here is that we don't sugarcoat shit. You go to a lot of the other places, they be sugarcoating these topics. Y'all walk around on this YouTube with a sweet tooth. You got a sweet tooth for a fighter. Soon as we mention a certain name, y'all get a sweet tooth for a fighter. We don't do that shit over here, man. We ain't doing that over here. Everybody gets it, B. Over here, everybody gets it. The undercard is a great card. I want to come back to speak about the undercard. I didn't really want to get into it now. Um, I'm actually want to come back tomorrow to do the undercard because the undercard is interesting. And
Hmm.
we have three people on that undercard that we are very familiar with. One just made his comeback and had a nasty knockout in his comeback. And the other two guys, I'm wondering, at 40, are they going to see each other? All I want, Coast, and No Duck Zone family, all I want, and I asked D Free this earlier, the guys who, and Coast, I want you to answer this, guys that are avoiding other guys that might be labeled the boogeyman, if you don't want to fight them, why don't you guys fight each other? Oh, I don't want to fight him because he's the boogeyman of the division. So if you don't want to fight that guy, why are we not fighting each other? Oh,
Ain't
because
nobody
he
trying to fight
hasn't
no
done.
damn Anton Russell. Ain't nobody trying to fight Anton Russell because they scared of his
Yeah, but
ass too.
listen, if you're not trying to fight that dude or anybody like him, right? Why don't we fight each other? Well, I'm not fighting him because who has he beat? If that's the $1 million question today, who has he beat? This is for a lot of fighters. I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I don't want nobody to get in their feelings. Oh, I know who you're talking about. No, you don't. Because there's a lot of fighters who come up with them same raps. You got to get a belt. You got to beat this guy. You got to do more. Uh, Go out and have 3 fights, then come see me. Then when they have the 3 fights and they come see you, your ass either done ran to another damn division or you asking them who have they beat. You just told me to go out there and beat these 3 dudes. Now you fucking asking me who I beat. You know what? It sounds like him, but I'm also talking about other guys. That's why I didn't want people to think it was Africa, but I'm talking about a lot of guys. So I don't want to,
Hmm.
because I love Africa, right?
Yeah, no, no, no. Fact.
Now let's you know what? Before Africa even said that, go back to the Keith Thurman and let's go back to the Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Earl Spence, and Crawford days, where they was told to go get a belt. They told Crawford to go get a belt. When he went to go get a belt, Thurman was nowhere to be found. He went this way. This guy went this way. That guy went that way. Nobody wanted no PC of Crawford. No PC.
Mm.
They wanted no parts of him and his receipts. They wanted no PC. So this shit has been shit that's been going on for years, Coast. For years. Fighters have been telling people to go get a. We ain't gonna make it seem like it's an Africa thing because this shit has
Nah,
been
nah.
going on for
Right.
years. That guy's been telling guys, go get a fucking belt. Go have this fight, then come see me.
What?
Then when they come see you, you done moved a weight class up.
Why you think? Like, it's crazy because I laugh. Just think about it. Just think about it for a second. Like, what you think? Shushu for a while was like, yeah, he wants to fight in a way and
Yeah,
stuff. Like, it'd be nice, but it's like
yeah.
I have nothing to offer. So it's like, what did he do? He grinded till he got what now? He got a belt. So like, yeah, what happened? I got a belt now. But it's crazy because he wanted to fight Nick Ball. And look what happened to Nick Ball. He got the belt and Nick Ball lost the belt.
Yeah. Guys got ways of telling you they don't want no PC. Sometimes it's a high risk and low reward.
Mm-hmm.
The high risk is I could possibly get my ass wet. That's why the money had to be right between Crawford and Spence. It had to be right. Because there was some doubt in that. There was some doubt in that. Spence already knew that Crawford was no pushover. And sure, Crawford didn't take him light, but Crawford already knew in the back of his mind, I'm stronger than this man. I'm better than this man.
Mm-hmm.
And for all y'all that said that I'm not, I'm going to prove your ass wrong. I'm not going to just beat him. I'm going to stop him. It's crazy. The reward has too much. It does. It has too much to risk. So
I was
now
one of them. Oh,
I take this ass whipping, but the money wasn't right. Was the how much did you get paid in this? Well, I got paid 1.5. That's all you got for
yeah,
that
right.
ass whipping? What? You took 1.5 to get your face beat in like that? They could at least gave you 4 or 5 mil. Shit, maybe 8. You got 1.5? That was a high risk, dog. 1.5 ain't gonna take care of you for the rest of your life.
Mm.
Do you realize when you break that 1.5 up, you got to break that shit up, and whatever you get out of that is not 1.5 left?
Man, you're breaking off your trainer, you're breaking off your freaking the promoter, you're breaking off your damn nutritionist, you're breaking off your coach,
Oh,
you're
God.
fucking oh man. By the time you got that damn money, you got maybe a good freaking 24,000 left.
Yeah, but we're not talking about what he could have did, Mike. You're missing the point. We're not did. This is not a Crawford conversation. It's not about what he could have did. We're talking about how years fighters have been having reasons for not fighting guys that they're supposed to fight. Even guys that's on the same side of the street. We're not even talking about the opposite side of the street. Fuck all that. We talking about even guys being on the same side, same weight class, and you tell a guy to go get a belt, and when the guy go get a belt, your ass go run up to another weight class. You all over the place. You telling this guy to fight this guy, fight this guy, fight that guy. Kind of like what Canelo did with the David Benavidez. Oh, why everybody want to fight me? This guy should fight this guy, and then when this guy fight this guy, then the winner could come fight me. Now, when the winner comes to come fight you, now it's I want 200 million. I want 2 million. I want 150 million. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is this avoiding certain fighters or fighters avoiding each other is not some shit that just started in boxing. This is why I
This
know
has
a
been
lot of
going
y'all
around.
ain't fans. A lot of y'all ain't been fans as long as y'all claim y'all have. Because this shit didn't just start 5 years ago. This has been going on for years. For years, fighters have been telling fighters, go do this, go do that. Who have you fought? Now, when they get a belt and they come see you, you all over the place. Nah, ain't no point of fighting him. I'm not gonna get nothing out of that. If I beat him, who's gonna give me credit? If he beats me, what does it do for me? Then where does it leave me? I don't get it. So if y'all are that intimidated of the guy that they call the boogeyman of the division, no matter what weight class they in, you and 2 other fighters in the division is saying the same thing about this one guy, then why all 3 of y'all asses fight then? Oh, well, he don't bring nothing to the table. He ain't fought nobody. Well, goddamn, the man that you are fighting, he fought somebody. That's why he the man. But y'all won't fight. Like, make this shit make sense. Understand what I'm saying, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say a lot of shit that they don't say on these other channels. Make the shit make sense. Cause a lot of y'all be sticking up and defending your favorite fighter, man. Fuck all that. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. That shit makes zero sense to me. That's why I look at boxing the way I do. You tell a guy he's not ready. It's not his time. Don't be so quick to throw him in. My thing is, if he's ready to get in at the deep end of the pool, let his ass drown. You understand what I'm saying, Coach? If he's ready to
Mm-hmm.
get in the deep end of the pool, let his ass drown. What do you want? I mean, what do you want him to do? If Shoo Shoo is ready for in a way, y'all can sit there and say he ain't ready. That's cool. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Devin Haney, excuse me, Keyshawn ain't ready for no Devin Haney. Yeah, he might not be. He might not be. But give it to him if he wanted.
That's the only way. That's how the best fights the best. Like,
No, no,
you,
no. See the plane. See the plane.
but you know what's
What?
crazy? It's not the fighters, it's the promoters. Because when you have the fighters talk to the other fighter and go to the other fighter team and
And
call the
that's
other fighter on the
yeah.
phone, that's when shit gets
And
done.
you know what? What I mean by give it to him is because we know the promoters would be like, we're not making that shit. We're not doing that, and I understand that.
Yeah,
But
because it's sometimes they're trying to milk the cow. They're
yeah,
milking the cow.
it's a lot of shit behind that. But what we don't want is guys to keep saying who guys ain't ready for. Y'all can't say who ready for who because y'all ain't trainers. I ain't never seen a video with none of y'all up in no damn gym training.
Hmm.
Not one of y'all.
Yeah, y'all ain't taking the pain and suffering dedication. I'm going into the gym.
Not
Like
one of y'all.
not
I ain't never
not
seen one of y'all throw a
not.
fucking jab. I ain't seen you do a pull up. I ain't seen you spar. None of that shit, bruh. None
And
of
you know
that,
what's
bruh.
crazy? In the end of the day, no fighter goes into a fight 100%. No
But y'all
fighter.
quick to
You
say
you
what somebody, y'all quick to say what somebody's ready for or what they not ready for. You can't do that, bruh. Give it to them. Everybody in boxing through every era was in a fight that somebody might have thought they wasn't ready for, but they got it. Even in the 80s and 70s, I'm sure there was fights where guys be like, nah, you fighting Sugar Ray? I don't think you ready for Sugar. Oh, what? You fight Muhammad Ali? Hey, they didn't think that George Foreman. Hey, listen, they didn't think Muhammad Ali would be ready for George Foreman, right?
hmm hmm
They didn't think that. And Muhammad Ali wasn't no newcomer, but they didn't think he was ready for him. And he went in there and made that shit look easy. Made your man George Foreman, God rest both of these so made him look like an average fighter. So
hmm
now we see George Foreman, who to me was the boogeyman. If you really want to talk about the boogeyman, that should have been the dude that people should have been locking their door when that dude walked by. But he gets in there with Ali, and Ali makes the shit easiest. It was almost like taking candy from a baby. So I say all that to say we gotta let these fights happen, man. Not because I want to see it, but this is what these fighters are asking for. Now it's up to their promoters and their team, their managers to sit down and make it happen. If they make it happen, fine. That's fine.
Oh shit!
That's fine with me. Um, all right. You get you calming down. So yeah. Anyway, that's just how I feel, y'all. I'm not trying to sit up here as making it seem like I know everything, and it's just these are some of the things that that cross my mind when I'm speaking boxing. and I just try to make it make sense. Barrios versus Garcia is going to be great. Um, Coach said it didn't matter to him. Usually, I don't pick neither. I mean, I said it can lean towards Garcia, but as a fan, I like to sit back. No, you know what it is, D. I try to be real with it, D, as much as I can because people will be like, he's just talking nonsense. I'm not talking nonsense. I'm being real with some of this shit that I said here today and what I've been saying. If you think about a lot of this, fighters not fighting who they supposed to, and fighters telling fighters to go get a belt and do this and do that. That didn't start with Africa. That didn't start with Richard Hitchens. I hear a lot of y'all, you know, make it seem like he's the one that started that, but that shit was going on for years. For years. Man, listen, man. I didn't watch Barrios. I wasn't watching that Pacquiao because Pacquiao shouldn't even be in the conversation. Like Pacquiao's shouldn't even be in the conversation. Pacquiao is literally 3-4 years older than me. He shouldn't even be in the conversation. I didn't even bother to watch that fight. And no disrespect, I'm not watching no fight that they put Pacquiao in at 47. I'm just not watching it. I don't give a shit. I'm not. I'm not hating on it, but no, I don't condone that. Because what brownie points are you gonna get beating that man? It doesn't make you a Hall. What's it gonna make you a Hall of Famer? Because you beat on the guy that's damn near 50. Come on, man. It is what it is, though. We're supposed to stop Manny. Yeah, well, that if you struggle with a guy that's damn near 50, what are you gonna do with a guy that's in his 20s? Because Ryan Garcia's got to be 27, 28. I think him, Devin Shakur are all around the same age. And Tank. Tank might be the oldest one out of them, though. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But Ryan could definitely go in there and do something that we at least expect. I don't know, man. We have to we'll have to see how this plays out. We'll see how it plays. Draw until Ryan and Barrios show me something. Definitely a draw until I remember you said that, Josh. It's a draw until you show us something. Like the referee said, you got to show me something. Protect yourself at all times. You got to show me something. We'll see what happens. I'll be back tomorrow morning, y'all. We're gonna talk about the undercard of this. It's gonna get real interesting tomorrow, and of course, we're gonna come back again next week, and we'll come back probably after the weigh-in. We'll come back and see how that goes. Because the weigh-ins is gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do. But I appreciate y'all. As always, I'll be back on StreamYard, so I'll be able to send the links out to my brothers. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Everybody enjoy your night. It's Friday the 13th. I know a lot of y'all don't believe in it, but there's going to be people out here acting stupid. Please, y'all. If you ain't got to go out, don't go out. Be safe. And remember to protect your peace, space, and surroundings. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.